Tonight, 5 Investigates is digging into the recent deaths of 3 men in Boston police custody. Troubling video shows the last few hours of one of the men's lives behind bars, and it raises questions about whether police are equipped to handle people struggling with addiction. Here's Kathy Curran tonight.
These cases played out at the department's South End station, which is very close to the epicenter of Boston's opioid epidemic known as methadone mile. There were signs this young man needed medical help, but it appears many of those warning signs were ignored.
6 Boston police officers that were working that night, every single one of them that was in his presence had the opportunity to save his life, and they just dismissed him.
Immeasurable heartache and inconsolable grief.
He can't even stand on his own 2 feet.
As a mother watches the final tragic hours of her son's life play out on surveillance video from inside a Boston police holding cell. Linnell Cox's son, Shane Stilfen, can be seen being brought into the department's South End station in the early morning hours of July 14th, arrested for allegedly breaking into a car. The 28-year-old struggled with substance abuse for years.
It was like living hell. It was like grieving for somebody while they were alive.
5 Investigates reviewed reports, interviews, and hours of surveillance video from this case and found several warning signs that showed that Shane Stilfen was in need of medical treatment and shouldn't have been left behind bars. Before he's locked up, he's unsteady on his feet, at times almost lifeless, an officer repeatedly trying to help him stay balanced. In police reports, there's no mention Stilfen was impaired. One officer writes he was very cooperative during fingerprinting. Do you think he looked like he needed medical help?
100%. Anybody, never mind being a police officer, having training, would know that, even if you didn't have an understanding of addiction.
Policy only allows a limited search of prisoners for contraband. Within minutes of being alone in his cell, Stilfen looks at the camera, grabs drugs from inside his shorts, and ingests them. You can see routine prisoner checks being performed every 15 minutes as time slowly takes by. From 4:50 in the morning until he's found unresponsive an hour later, Shane Stilfen doesn't move from this position. Officers pass by 10 times, only appearing to glance in 3. They even leave him food and walk away. Finally, one officer kicks the door. Police and EMTs rush to help, but it was too late. Crime scene photos show the multiple doses of Narcan used to try to save him and the drugs that were found nearby.
It's a great challenge.
Boston Police Commissioner William Gross can't comment on the case because it's still under investigation.
If someone does appear to be under the influence of drugs and they're exhibiting signs of that, what should happen?
Depending on the level of their sobriety, immediately medical treatment.
Have you seen the video in the Stilfen case?
No, I have not, and here's why. I don't want in any way for it to be deemed that I've prejudiced this case.
Shane Stilfen is the second man who died of an overdose here in recent months. Christian Gagel overdosed and died in May. The deaths have sparked a renewed call for a regional pre-court lockup in Suffolk County run by the sheriff that would offer a medical screening at intake.
We don't have doctors in police stations, so let's take the individuals where if they are in need, that they can get the services of a doctor.
It's actually sickening to me to think that people have to die to put programs in place.
Shane Stilfen's case has been ruled an accident. Internal investigations into all 3 deaths are ongoing.